And finally, from Italy, Venice is the floating jewel where every canal glistens like a painting and every bridge tells a tale. But for one British man and his Romanian girlfriend, the story turned sour. They skipped gondola rides and leapt straight into the Grand Canal. Officials swooped in. Both of them were fined $530 each, and their holiday sank on day one. Now, Venice is clear its canals are off limits, protected by strict rules for safety, hygiene, and dignity. In a city that guards its beauty fiercely, one reckless plunge was enough to end it all. Here's our story with more about this grand plunge.
Beneath the bridges of Venice, where gondolas glide and the waters shimmer like moving glass, not every story is one of romance. Some are tales of folly. This week, in the heart of the floating city, a couple's dream holiday ended almost as soon as it began. A 35-year-old British man and his 25-year-old Romanian girlfriend, both living in the UK, arrived in Venice with big plans. But instead of gondola rides and pizzas, they chose to leap headfirst into the Grand Canal, right in front of stunned onlookers. It wasn't long before gondoliers at the nearby San Vidal station sounded the alarm. Police boats raced to the scene. The couple, dripping wet and unapologetic, were quickly pulled from the water, and their Venetian getaway was officially over. Authorities wasted no time. Both were fined €450, which is about $529 each, and immediately banned from entering the historic center for 48 hours. In other words, their holiday ended on the very day it began. City officials didn't mince their words either. Protecting Venice means defending the dignity, said a security counselor. The official then thanked the gondoliers for their swift action, calling it another example of the city's zero-tolerance stance on misbehaving visitors. And Venice has had more than its share. Over the past year alone, authorities have issued more than 1,100 expulsion orders to unruly tourists. Just 10 of those were for swimming. The rest? For everything from reckless stunts to blatant disrespect of the city's rules. Some incidents are almost unbelievable. Back in 2022, 2 tourists once surfed along the canals on electric boards. Then in 2021, 2 French travelers went skinny dipping under the moonlight. And yes, in 2023, an Australian tourist dived off the iconic Rialto Bridge, cheered on by friends who later posted the stunt online. Each case drew outrage from locals, who see such behavior as an insult to a city with more than 1,600 years of history. In fact, Venice's leadership has been blunt too. Mayor Luigi Brugnero once called a canal diver stupid. Back in 2020, during the quiet of the pandemic, he even celebrated how the virus had swept away boorish, hit-and-run tourism that reduced the city to a playground. That peace, however, did not last long. Today, Venice is still battling overtourism. It has introduced a €10 day tripper fee on busy weekends, capped tour groups at 25 people, and even banned loudspeakers. The goal is to protect both residents and the delicate balance of a city already straining under the weight of mass tourism.
It's probably a good decision in that regard, but it's not going to be enough. Tourism in Venice has pushed out 72% of the inhabitants in the past 70 years, so 28% only remain today. As a consequence, it's not enough to just make smaller groups or, for example, ask people to pay a small tourism tax. What must be done is to rethink tourism in order to support the local community.
And yet, the temptations of the canals remain. Legends say Lord Byron once swam naked here, racing an Italian nobleman along the Grand Canal itself. Byron won, but times have changed. What was once a poet's dare is now a costly mistake. So, while Venice still whispers romance to millions, it also delivers a stern warning. Those waters are not for swimming.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English, $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktur
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka-charge.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Kali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上の
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.